Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Yvonne from GingerChickRehab. I'm here with my son Alex today, and today's video we are going on a garage sale, a thrifting secondhand find adventure. So come along with us as we go garage sailing, and of course we're probably going to stop at a few thrift stores. So we're going to start our day off at the Goodwill, and Alex is with me. If he says hi, we'll see if we find anything. Okay, so I walked away with nothing out of Goodwill, but Alex got
a DFD helicopter. I saw one selling comp on eBay for $168. I got it for $6. I'm not sure if I'll get that out of it, but if I can even make profit, I will be happy.
Okay, so now we're gonna go head on to some garage sales. Now, most of the garage sales that we're hitting are day 2. He did not feel good yesterday, so we didn't get to hit the first day, but we'll see what's left.
It's cute. It was cute. Ah, so cute. Bye, honey. See you later.
Okay, we'll get the dock door.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
You.
Okay, honey. Bye. Bye. So you had a garage sale last week.
Yes, but I was selling some of my inventory, so
What's inventory?
like from Hog Creek, you know, because that's what I do.
No, what's wrong here? What?
Because you can get too big of a collection.
Because now she's into flamingos.
Well, yeah, you could put those in your...
Oh, Lord.
There's another.
And then I took the glass out and I got just a piece of wood. So I don't know. I just think it's cool. It's. I'll make you deals. Just get a pile and I will give you one good price.
I said there's some neat things.
Oh yeah.
Little bird. Actually, he's cute as is. acceptable. Yeah. How much are these? Everything I keep picking up isn't priced.
I saw the basketball nutcracker.
Oh my gosh.
50 cents, like that too.
Ducks. Is it adorable?
Star Wars.
Alex noticed that they had a lot of Star Wars that they were actually selling at their garage sale. Wonderful pottery pieces, wonderful stained glass, homemade pieces. I'm like, oh, we could be friends. I love your gardens. And so, yeah, next thing you know, we are checking out her collection. Oh my goodness, she was so gracious to let us in her house and film a little bit for you all to see. She actually has this collection on eBay for $11,000 and probably it's probably worth more, but to package up 800 pieces, wow, this is a unique collection in itself. So how many Star Wars fans do I have out there? Oh, I'm just amazed.
Oh yeah, we got our money back though. We thought we were buying a handmade tufted rug because it was $120.
Of course, now our expectations for the next few sales are really on the high. So let's see what we find at the rest of these citywide garage sales. I bet you did. Yeah, we have a friend that...
Sailing today?
Yes. Is this your first day or are you 2 days into it?
This is our second day.
Second day?
Yeah, we just have way too much stuff.
What? That's what we like.
Yeah.
We were hoping that people are going to say that because we're a day late.
Yeah, I had a girl buy clothes this morning and she said, is this your second day? And I said, yeah. And she said, I can't believe it. You have so much. And she bought a ton.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Thank you.
That's pretty.
It's got the kind of an iridescent one.
Well, see, you're wearing your garage sale shirt.
Oh, me?
Yeah, sales.
Sailing. I get it now. Oh, I love it. Those little beads actually had faces on them. Yes, I thought the cats would love that. A little birds. Oh, those look like baby dolls.
These are so cool.
Oh my gosh.
Look how vintage those are.
$1 each? Oh my.
They're all Buster Brown. I don't know anything about it.
Buster Brown is a good... You'd have to go to a shoe store to get Buster Brown. They didn't have. Yes. Garage sailing and stopping at a Goodwill is a must, right? Right, Alex? I'll have to do a little bit of voiceover and play some music while we're in the thrift store because there's music playing in the background and I would not like to get a copyright strike. then there's him.
Oh, he's cool.
Oh my gosh, look how funny he is, guys. But this is what caught me is that the same artist as that little boy and girl that I did? It did have, the eyes are sunken in. And then, yeah, it had look at the those that may not know what I'm talking about. I had done a little boy and little girl makeover on what I considered an outdoor piece of just like that, but it was very large. I'd say 2.5 feet tall, and the little boy and little girl had those sunken eyes and also had the numbers on them. I probably won't get those, but yeah, I need a card. See what happens when you don't bring a card? It's this guy who caught my eye, and I thought he was beautiful, so when I flipped him, but apparently he's worth more than I can reason, not knowing what he would sell for. Oh, he's pretty happy. Look at that beautiful piece. I do have to share with you as we go on to the next garage sale. The only reason Alex stopped at the Goodwill is because it was like 80-some degrees and we were hot, and he agreed to go into Goodwill so we can use their air conditioning to cool off. But look at those little God-wink moments you get that he found that beautiful vase.
See anything?
Nope. Shoes over there. What are those dress shoes? Those are nice leather dress shoes. I can't see what this is.
Four-side. This really is my first season of garage selling. I really have never done garage sales, you all. I know you're probably surprised by that. Yep, I've always been a thrift store going because I never was retired, that I was able to go when these are. So, on the mindset of garage sales, I wasn't really sure where the prices were going to be, but I am learning along with Alex.
I am starting to sweat out my feet.
Why does Michigan do that?
Yeah.
We're
Sitting over there.
freezing one day and then, okay, let's go to 80. Let's not.
You can find on me all day. Boy, it's nice. It's hot, but I'm not feeling it. And I'm out there in the sun and it's like, ugh.
Somebody's got a whole bunch of wraps. Somebody spent some time. I don't know how long those take. Those take a while.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. One last thing I have to put back in the garage.
That is right. $1 for all three. Okay. This is interesting. got it priced right too, right? From Happy Meals. Hi. So this lady chatted with us a little bit that she used to have an antique booth, but the whole store closed down. So she's kind of running it out of her house. So she was having a garage sale, but she was also selling some of her booth items. I just absolutely loved this sign. Nothing says I have a garage sale every year like making a cute sign. Now, she didn't have a lot left. She sold a lot on her first day. But this is the God wink moment. Yet again, I know I talk about it all the time, that I love this picture tree. But she also had bags of bubble wrap for free that Alex spied underneath a table. And we were actually on a mission to stop at a store on our way home to get some to ship out eBay packages because we were out and the Amazon order wasn't coming in. And we had to argue to give her a little bit of money to take for her helping us out. Neat little piece.
I thought they were the Budweiser.
Chicago mugs.
It's probably, no, it does not go with it. I like this.
Oh, I think this is gorgeous. Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I'm gonna keep this for myself.
That's neat. Somebody primitive would love that. What about little Buster Browns? Bugaboo. Did they have the? Didn't know if they have the. Is that the same artist? Nope. They still did
nice.
primitive. If they still did primitive, but I feel like that's. Yeah, that's a primitive.
It's definitely primitive.
Pretty. Paris clock. $5. You think somebody'd like that? So they were playing music inside the building, so I need to voice over. But this was our last garage sale. There was a few that actually I edited out that I didn't really get good footage of. I tried. But yes, I don't even know how many we ended up stopping at. But I can't wait for you to see the treasures that we got. So since Alex, he found a lot more treasures than I did, I'm gonna go have him go first because he's excited to start looking them up and seeing what his treasures are worth, or if he can put them in his shelves, the bookshelf that he has in our booth, or if he can start listing them on eBay. He's just so happy with his finds, and I don't blame him. We got some great treasures for you all to see. So I'm gonna let him go ahead and go first.
A lot of the stuff I found today was not the glassware that I found in the last video. I found a lot more nerdy stuff, I guess I would say. But I will start off with a few of the more pottery pieces that I found. This guy, he's a little resin fisherman. I thought he was just a neat looking guy. You know, I got him for $3 today at the best sale ever, is what she called it. I also got this little tray with these little guys on roller skates for $3 from her as well. Another one of my pottery pieces, which there's not a lot today, but this nice looking like iridescent, almost flower candle holder, I'm guessing, some sort of that. And then the last piece of, I guess, glass or pottery type of ware is, I believe this is a slag glass, or an acro agate swung glass vase. And it is just huge. I mean, it is huge. We actually picked this up at the Goodwill, at the same town that we were shopping at all day for those sales. I got it for $12. Now, I looked some of the comps up online, and some comps go, you know, $90, but some go to all the way to $300 to $400. So I'm not sure what I will end up selling it for, but hopefully a good profit on $12. And then into the kind of more pop culture kind of stuff that I got today. I got a sealed John Denver record. I'm not actually sure which album this is, but it has Johnny B. Good on it. It is a nice record that's still sealed, so people know who John Denver is. Another piece that I got today were these cute little Buster Brown shoes. They're little children's shoes. They're very vintage. They have these little crocodiles on the side of them. They're a little worn on the front, but they're still really cool. I guess if somebody had them back in the day, maybe they'd want to put them on their shelf or something. Just a cool little thing to have. Another thing that I got today from what I thought was my favorite sale all day, where I'll get into what all I got from there, but I got these two little peanut butter and jelly little beaded bags almost. I just thought they were very cute, and they could sit on somebody's shelves. They're also, you microwave them and you put them on like a sore spot that you might have, and they're like those heated kind of bags that you would use. Another thing I got today were these two Hot Wheels cars. Now they're not exactly cars. This one's a submarine, this one's a spaceship, but this is a Beatles yellow submarine, and this one is a Star Trek. I'm sorry to any Star Trek fans, I do not know the name of the ship. I thought they were very cool. I bought it from a guy who had a bunch of Hot Wheels laid out, so I probably didn't do good for the resale value, but I thought it's collectible, it's Beatles, it's Star Trek, people love that kind of stuff. On the line of Star Trek, I got a bunch of sci-fi stuff today in Star Wars. I got this whole deck of Star Wars cards from a lady and a gentleman. They were a couple. They had a huge Jawa collection, which is I'm sure you guys know, a species, I guess, in Star Wars. And they had absolutely the most impressive collection of Jawas that I had ever seen. Another thing that I got today was, well, first off, these hats. This is, I believe, a Jimmy Johnson hat, a Dale Earnhardt hat, and a Yamaha hat. I got these for $2 each. I've been doing a few hat sales on eBay, which has gone pretty well for me. I can usually pick them up for cheap and sell them for, you know, just a little bit on eBay. It's a little bit of a profit and it all comes together eventually. Another thing that I got today from that same lady with all the Star Wars stuff were these like little set of Matchbox like die-cast figures. There's like 9 or 10 of them in the whole set. I got them all for $5. Another thing I got from the same lady are all of these little Star Wars itty bitties, they're called. They are these little dolls that I'm sure you would set on something and they would just sit there for a long time just looking cute. There was also, oh, this is actually my mom's, but this little giraffe guy. I'm not sure exactly what to call him, but he's funky looking and he's cool.
He's signed, isn't he? I think he's signed.
He is signed. He is signed
S-U-S?
S-U-S? Sus? There's this guy. There's just a ton of figures. I can
Do you all remember what that guy is? I knew as soon as I saw him in the bottom of the box. I'm like, oh, Slimer!
I mean,
Blockbuster, that Ghostbuster movie was the best back in the day.
Another thing I got at the Goodwill where I got the orange swung glass vase, I got these 2 thermoses, I'm guessing. This one is for a Ring Raiders. I believe it would go with a lunchbox, I'm assuming. And this one would also go with a lunchbox. It's shirt tails. I do not know. They're both from the 1980s, so not when I was around.
I was around.
So she might know. She might
Yeah,
know
yeah.
better than I would.
Shirt tail's a little bit more than the other one. I was more of a cute animal person.
Cute animal person, there we go. I also got this huge helicopter remote control thing still in the box. I got this at our first stop today at Goodwill here in town. I looked up some comps on it. They typically will sell, you know, $30 to $45. So I bought it for $6 and I think I should do good on that. A couple more things that I got today was this Tony the Tiger tin. It's just kind of a cool piece to look at. I don't know, maybe you would set it on your shelf or something. It says Battle Creek, Michigan, so maybe if you are from Battle Creek, Michigan and you collect Tony the Tiger stuff, you would be willing to buy it and put it in your collection. A few more things I got today these were all at different sales, but I got some kind of like techie type stuff. This is actually a mouse pad, but it is huge. It's probably about 2 foot, maybe 3 foot long, and it will light up around the side with these LEDs that are on it. Another thing I got was this set of speakers that are still in their box. I'm not sure if I'm going to use these or try to resell these. I got them for $5. I don't know anything about them really, but I thought that they were neat looking because they're just small and I'm sure they produce a good enough sound. I also got this is a Q2 HD handy video recorder. It will actually stream onto like different platforms like YouTube, and you can do it all from this little recorder. It has a microphone and a camera on it. So I don't know if somebody wants that online or if it's even worth anything, but I got it today for I think a couple of dollars. So that's very cool. I also got this little USB charging port. It's just kind of handy. It has a flashlight as well. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. It has a flashlight, and you know, whenever you need like a charge on something and say you're not at home, it would actually be easier to use that than, you know, trying to use a car charger, which sometimes don't work too well. Also from the Star Wars lady, I got this string of Chewbacca lights. She said that some of them are detached and I'll have to reattach them, but that's no problem really.
What was it, $1?
It was $1 for the whole string of lights, and that is a very cool thing that some Star Wars collector I'm sure would love. A few more Star Wars things that I got today from her was, actually I think I got this one at a different sale, but this is a newer Star Wars, I think it's a watch and a little figure guy in there as well. I don't know too much about the newer Star Wars, but I figured $5, it might be worth more than that, it might not. I guess I kind of took a gamble on it. I also got this little guy. It's a little Darth Vader in a little spaceship type thing. I got it for 50 cents, and he is just cute. I don't know. I got most of this Star Wars stuff to resell. I figured collectors would pay, you know, a couple more dollars than I bought it for, and that's just kind of what I'm in it for. I got these two little C3PO, and don't know his name, but I got them for I think 50 cents each or something.
Are they wind-ups?
They are wind-ups.
Oh, how cool.
And I don't really have a spot to set them down right now, but they would, you know, essentially walk up on your, wherever you wind them up at. I also got this little basketball nutcracker, which I actually might keep for myself because I think he's very cool. And I paid 50 cents for him. I think he's gonna look cool on my shelf. Another thing I got today from a lady who, when we were up there, she said she used to have an antique booth. Now this isn't very much of an antique, this is kind of newer, but this is a Final Fantasy, it's a video game series, and it's got all these knives in it. These little knives are technically the swords that the characters would use. I also got, you know, a bag of more Star Wars stuff, and this is a bunch of BB-8 droids, which are the newer droids that were in the new movie, and they would all actually be on a Christmas light just like the Chewbacca's. They're not, unfortunately, but I'm sure if I had a string of lights I could just hook them right back onto it.
And unfortunately, I think we sold all our string of lights at our garage sale. Actually, I think they were in the free box. So if he wants to do that, he has to find a set of Christmas lights. I don't think I have any.
Another thing I got at another sale were these little, you probably can't read it too well, but it says Atlanta 1996. It's from the Olympic Games. There is 6 of these little pin bags. They're all the same, have this little blue guy on the front of it. I'm not sure if they're worth anything, but I bought them all for 50 cents each. Maybe it's something I hold on to for a little while. I think that concludes it for all of my stuff.
Wow.
I got a lot of stuff today.
He did get a lot of stuff.
A lot of nerdy stuff.
Oh, it's not really nerdy. There's highly collectible stuff in
Yeah,
here. Don't you guys all think? I like the well-rounded how, you know, at first when he started eBay, he actually started selling basketball cards. That's where he started at. And then he kind of got a little bit of a taste for glassware. And now he's kind of opened his horizon watching other YouTubers. And he does gravitate more towards the guys that are out garage sailing. And he does watch the Crazy Lamp Lady and the Niche Lady and with me. But yeah, he just, you know, we all have our little things that we like to collect. And so he watches the people that he likes. And so he's learning from watching them what to pick up and what is resellable. So it is perfect because this is something he can do as a side thing. And it's fun. And it's always fun to make money. So I of course, I love having a thrifting buddy, and I think Chris is a little jealous because this is a Friday that we went, so Chris didn't get to go. Chris likes to go too, but the sales seem to be more on the Thursday, Fridays now than they are Saturdays around here. By Saturday, the pickings are slim, so I feel bad about that. So yes, we started off our adventure. We did hit a few garage sales here in our local town, and then we headed up And of course we had to stop at our local Goodwill, but I didn't find anything at the first time. But let me show you. I won't remember either shop by shop of what sale by sale. We went to a lot of sales, and it was 80 plus degrees, you guys. In Michigan, you gotta love our weather. I'm sure other states have the same thing. It goes from 30 to 80. So we all are not prepared for that at all. So it was a little bit on the warm side, but you know, us thrifters, we're gonna go out. Garage sale we hit locally. I picked up this votive holder. Now it's probably a Hobby Lobby piece, but my vision was right off the bat that I could cut these sides off. I'm not necessarily a fan of the side. Just, I'm more of a simple, I don't know why I don't like nautical rope. I don't know why. It's always so chunky and it never lays right. It always goes wonky. But for $5, I thought, you know what? I think we can fix this up a little bit. And my vision's a little bit different because a lot of times I'm looking for stuff that I can change, but that's not always the case because I think a lot of it is just a few of changes, but most of it's resale. So then the second sale we went to, I picked up, look at this, it is a watercolor. It is signed by, well, I don't know, maybe the lady's name's Cat, or it was about a cat for 2017. Somebody hand watercolored this beautiful black and white bellied cat. Now, I've sold cats before, and I usually will probably just sell this on the eBay store. I will do it unframed, at least to get my $5 back that I paid for it, because it's a beautiful watercolor, and I know people love to have portraits of their own kitties. So this will probably pop on eBay, probably for an auction, just to keep it fair. And then also there I got this little birdie. You know I love little birdies for $1. Can you see him? But I love the colors. I know you think, oh, she's gonna paint this up all patinaed, but I'm not. I love the colors. I love the bright feathers and the tails, and this, I love everything about this little birdie for $1. And these little birdies, if I paint them up, I usually get $7 to $12, but this one I'll probably do $5. I think that's fair. I didn't do anything to it. I'm just reselling it. Over here. Now, y'all, I talked about we didn't have anything to make ladders for. And some of you suggested cutting up Dollar Tree, the Dollar Tree brooms, but I ran into our Dollar Tree and they're all plastic. So that's not going to work. I can't cut up a Dollar Tree broom for $1.25 to make ladders when they're all plastic. So, yeah, so I have to wait till they get wooden ones in. But they had this whole laundry bag full of spindles, and I know they don't sell as fast as our dowel ones, but we don't have any ladders whatsoever. So if he can make a couple ladders that just sit that I can at least hang my Afghans from, I will be happy. So I thought $10 was I thought it was a good deal for that. So I'll go through, because usually one of these ladders, they take about 5 of these. So this may not be as wide as we're used to, but we'll see how it goes. I think that's all that I got at our local. Let me see. So the Goodwill that we stopped in, that he got his treasure from, I picked up, I don't usually pick up clear butter dishes, but this was $2.29. It says butter. I'm sure that it's new. It looks brand new, actually. Butter dishes have always sold well for me. I retail them about $10. And yeah, I thought this one was just nice. Usually I would pick up the white or the black, but that clear one caught my eye. And then, let's see. For $9.29, I'm not sure if I paid too much for this, but this is Mexican pottery. And look at those wings. Oh my goodness. Just beautiful. So I've sold all the Mexican pottery I've ever had. It's funny, I've gotten in this town, and I've always been able to sell it on eBay. So I probably will do the same thing. I might do this one as an auction, only because I need the starting price to at least make my money back. So yeah, I thought this was beautiful. Now, even though I got that, what else? Did I get anything else at the Goodwill?
That little metal box.
Oh. Then, let's see. And then for $3.29, I did pick up this little metal box. Only because I have some metal little tins that I would like to do some labeling on for you all. in a video, and I thought this little box would be perfect. It's got some nice little details on it. So I thought, okay, for $3.29, I'll go ahead and pick this up. So talking about that Mexican pottery, we stopped at 2 other sales that had more pieces of Mexican pottery. It's funny that you pick them up in the same town. So there was this piece. Oh no, hold on. This one was Goodwill too. So this was another piece of the Mexican pottery, and this one has a black swan. Oh, what do you guys think? Black swan? Yeah, I'm not sure, but this one was only $2.20. This one was $2.29. But it's that same beautiful Mexican pottery. And then we went to a garage sale, the same garage sale that the lady used to be an antique. She used to have an antique store, and in the town it closed down, so she's selling out of her garage, and then of course participating in the citywide yard sale. So she had these 2 vases, which are the Mexican pottery. They have beautiful birds on them. Oh wow. So they've got the 2 of them for $5 for the set. So that was a great deal. And they are signed. Beautiful. I don't know what her original price was because she kind of scratched it out.
Looks like $10.
So
for the pair,
maybe $10 for the pair, but yeah, I think they're just neat. It's nice to have, and they seem to be quite a variance of like texture here. The colors are similar here, and then this one's more of the ones that I have sold in the past. It's almost got a greenish khaki to it. But you could just tell how nice they are when you touch them. They feel nice. Okay, so then another one. This lady had a wonderful garden. I was trying not to video her house. Isn't that hard? You're supposed to be yard sailing and garage sailing and not videoing the house, but she had some beautiful landscaping and some pieces I loved. So for $5, maybe I could have Alex hold these up closer for you all. So for $5, it's a stained glass type, because it's got that leading on it, but it has pressed flowers in it. It is super heavy. It is just gorgeous. It opens up. Oh my gosh, it is beautiful. So $5, I thought that was a great, and it's something that I would resell if Alex can get it open.
Oh, there's 2 doors.
Oh. Or we'll just leave it closed so we don't bother it. Sometimes you just leave good enough alone and we'll, okay.
I set it down and now it opens up. Yeah, that's how it works.
Irony, that's how that always works. I'll hand these to Alex and he can get you closer, because I don't know if you guys are seeing. So at the same garage sale that I got these potteries, I know I got these little shelf sitter kitties, and they're ones that sit off to the edge of the shelf. Oh my gosh, they're so super cute. I don't know what it is about something sitting off to the edge of a shelf, a bookshelf, that is so cute. And they sell really fast. She sold them as a set, I think, for $1. So I'm not sure right now. I don't know. I don't know if I can. It's got some weird dried grass and on it that's kind of been seen better days. So I might see if I can get that off. I'll see. I don't know. We'll see, because I don't know what mess it might leave behind. And then, okay, and for $1, I got a set of 3 wooden candlesticks. I love that price. Those little sizes sell if I can get them cheap enough, because I can resell them for the $7 to $10 range for the set, and they will sell. If I have to pay too much more, they won't sell. And then another lady, this is a funny story. So another lady, she didn't have very much out, but I did notice one of these little pitcher trees. I don't have any in our inventory, and they've always sold well for me. And then Alex noticed that she had a free pile, so he was going through the free pile, and she had 2 huge bags of bubble wrap. So that was $3. So I'm like, just give her $5 for the bubble. It was quite the conversation that I'm like, really, we are so happy, because on my to-do list, I need to ship out some eBay stuff, and I'm out of bubble wrap, and my bubble wrap from Amazon's not coming till Wednesday. So she was doing us a favor, and she wanted it. We ended up splitting in the middle, so we gave her $1 for all her big, huge bags of bubble wrap. That was so nice of her. God wink moment there, y'all. So let's see. Oh, and this is the same one where I got the little pottery pair. It's a little pig, just primitive little hook, hang a little towel. I have the only 2 flour sacks towels I have left. I need to make up some more. Our pig, so perfect. I can display it on my little, since I don't have any ladders to display it. Okay. So for $2, now Alex got his charger and his kind of his techie things. This family was actually doing a fundraiser because they were doing another adoption. So I think they did missionary work. I could tell by the Bibles and the videos that they had that they were missionaries and they were looking to adopt. But they had this cute little, oh my, he's heavy, he's got beans at the bottom, he's very primitive, $2. Oh, isn't he not cute? Little kitty cat. I gotta show his tail. Oh my, look at his tail. So cute. He's got little pockets down below and his little sweater that he's sitting on. So we did end up, Alex is so sweet, he gave a couple extra bucks for their adoption. So, oh yeah, something like that. It's got a hook or something so the tail stays. Yeah. I wouldn't grab it by its tail.
Little hooks just so it doesn't fall off, I'm guessing.
Okay, so Alex's favorite, where he got all the Star Trek, I just absolutely loved her stuff. I said, we need to be friends because we had the same. Yes, his leg's broken, but I can fix him. And look at him. Oh my gosh, $2. Don't let his leg fall off. I don't mind something broken. I can always, look at that bird. He is pottery. He has oversized feet. Oh my, I loved him. Love. I love pottery. And yeah, you saw the little dragon, snake, I don't know what that little thing was that Alex pulled out with his little giraffe. Yeah, we're gonna call it giraffe with the long neck. So she also had some stained glass pieces. So she had this beautiful, look at that sun catcher. So I'll probably take the tassel off and put some wire on it. But it's perfect shape. I would $1. Was it $1? I think she...
Probably. She was doing great deals.
She was doing great deals.
That's why I ended up buying so much Star Wars stuff.
Yeah. And then she had this one also. Now that one was $1. Just beautiful stained glass. They're nice and heavy, so you know that they're made well. No cracks. No. I think nothing against mother-in-laws, but I think the story was that her mother-in-law loved handmade stuff, and so she would buy it for her daughter and son-in-law, which we all know, unfortunately, it's not always everybody's taste, but I was happy to benefit from it. And then we have this stained glass piece, which is framed, a round frame. Oh my goodness. Now the only thing I'm a little leery of, I'm gonna try to fix the back. It's taped on, but I can take that off and I can put some of the picture hangers like you'd have in a frame to hold that in a little bit better. But the creativeness, you use what you have. So now, while I'm showing these next couple pieces, I'm gonna have Alex, because there was a few other things I got from her that I wanted to show you, but he's gonna go grab those. Now there was another garage sale and I got this for $3. And what Chris probably will say, oh, I can make those all day long. I know, but it had this on it. I'll probably not leave it blue. I'll probably repaint it and age it, but I don't have grapevine, so I was happy to have this is what caught me, the grapevine on there. It's just recycled wood, but stars in any form sell really well. And then I did pick up this piece from the same people that were doing the adoption. It's just a piece of a child's bed. And I think this was $5, but I can save this. I can make a sign out of it. I love architectural pieces. I love the age of that wood. So I'll have Alex come in and show you these pieces. Oh, so talk about handmade stuff. The girl also had gotten these beautiful wind chimes. Now she had this first one just sitting there on there, and I was curious because I couldn't tell, like at first, what was this? And then when I picked it up, I'm like, Oh, it's a chime. And I'm gonna stand up. Can you see the rusty crustiness of it all? I'm keeping these. So $5. These were all $5 a piece. Just beautiful. Somebody handmade them. It's a beautiful. They're beautiful sounds. Just absolutely gorgeous sounds. And then there's
One more.
one more. So I'm trying not to set those. They're super heavy. So. And then there's this one, which is a bird, which is metal. And then this is more of a brass, you all. Or some type. I'm not. No. Sometimes he gets twisted here. So there you go. So then it has this. This is wood, and then this is wood. Then it has a beautiful inlays. I don't know if it's. I mean, it looks brass to me, doesn't it?
Kind of looks like something, if you were on a ship, you would go and swing this against it to call for something.
Yeah. And then they're all signed. Old Town. This one sound Old Town. I thought they were gorgeous. So, and then I'm glad that Chris likes them too, because he's the one that has to figure out how to hang them up in our landscaping. So, that was it. That was it. That was a lot. I don't even know. Watching videos, I was just showing you what was there, what we got good footage of. I don't even know how many garage sales we went to today. I know we went to 2 Goodwills. So, but other than that, it was a great day. We're very happy with our finds. No, I didn't get a lot that I have to make over, but that's okay. So, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed watching me and Alex go garage sailing and us sharing our thrifted finds with you. And always, let us know what item we found out and about in our adventures was your favorite. So again, thanks for watching today's video. And if you liked what you saw and you're not already subscribed to our channel, please hit that subscription button along with the notification bell so you know we've uploaded a new video. And if you are part of our YouTube family, thank you so much. And we will see you next time, guys, and you can see what we're up to. Bye!